Hey everyone, how are you? Now, today we are going to learn some important grammar rules which are definitely going to be asked in your exam, be it CAT or any other management exam like XAT, IFTC, ETC, MAT, NMAT. So, make sure you stay tuned to this video till the end and learn all the grammar rules with basic as well as advanced level questions. So, started? Now, before we learn grammar, I always tell my students that in order to learn grammar as well as vocabulary, two things. Reading is quintessential. Reading is most important. जब आप reading करते हो तो आपका overall sentence structure, vocabulary, understanding of comprehension, understanding of certain statements automatically becomes clear. So make sure you read, take out 1 hour daily to read something or the other. If you do not have enough novels, enough material, please be part of my Telegram channel. The name of my Telegram channel and group is verbal aptitude. There you will not only get to chat with me one on one directly, but you'll also get a lot of solving material, reading material, and at the same time some updates of latest updates of exams, free sessions, plus classes, etc. Now let's get started with the topic. Today's classes will try to cover 2 to 3 topics, grammar topics, rules, along with few questions so that you can make sure if you have learned properly or not. So, and if you want to join my plus courses or if you want to go for iconic subscription, in which you will get a personal mentor as well from top IIMs, you can use my code DA Live for a 10% discount. Isn't that great? Now, before we start, let us know a bit about Unacademy. Iconic CAT 2021. Iconic CAT subscription is a type of subscription where you get all the benefits of Plus. Plus is basically our one product where we give you stepwise coaching of all the topics so that you cover all the topics in detail and you get enough practice. Having said that, after that you will get a personal mentor as well, right? आपको एक personal mentor भी मिलेगा जो कि who will be from top IIMs who will help you with daily test analysis. जो भी आप test लोगे, like what have you done, where did you go wrong, you can discuss as well as the person will analyze it for you, will make a report for you so that you can improve and not make similar mistakes as you have done before. The person will also help you with other management exam preparation apart from CAT. अब जिस भी management exams के लिए जा रहे हो like XAT, IFT, the person mentor, your personal mentor will help you with that. Same as any other coaching center, charging for a group class, right? So fees is also like pretty less, and if you use my code, that is DA Live, you will get a further 10% discount. So do it today. Now these are Unacademy learners who have cracked CAT 2020 with flying colors. You could be next. Just enroll in our batches plus batches using my code with get your discount and then start your preparation as soon as possible. Of course, we have many more learners. These are just examples of few learners. Right? We have had very good results last year. And these are latest batches. The 26th May already started percentile batch 3.0, 29th May, which will be tomorrow, 3.0, and 2nd June it's starting weekday evening batch. So if you're, let's say, working person, you only free mainly on weekend, you can come for this. And if you're free on weekdays, that this is something I would recommend it to you. Now you can join one batch or all 3 batches, it's on you. And to join these batches, you will need a code which will be this DA Live, which will not only just help you enroll in these batches but also give you a 10% discount. Okay. Now, right now we have an offer. We have a bumper offer for CAT 2021. If you buy a 6-month subscription today, because this offer is valid till 28th May, which is till today. So if you buy this 6-month subscription today, if you just count your subscription, actually in reality will get over around October, but if you buy it today, we will keep it valid for more than 6 months, right? So in fee of 6 months, in money of 6 months, you're actually getting 7 months, right? 1 month extension free on purchase of 6 months. It will be valid till CAT 2021, which happens around mid-November. So आपका end तक रहेगा जब तक आपको जरूरत है, right? Now, every Sunday we conduct this CAT Combat, which is India's at 12 p.m., which is India's biggest scholarship test for CAT aspirants. Here you get to win a lot of scholarship. As you can see, if you're in among top 200, you get to win something right? 75%, 50%, and for this, and you can register for free, right? There's no registration fee. You can simply take this particular scholarship test for 1 hour. Either you will get to learn, right, where do you stand among all the students, because this is a national level scholarship test. Students from all over India participate in this. Either you will get a practice and get to learn where do you stand, how much more hard work you need to do, or you will get good scholarship and your fees will be very very less if you're enrolling for an academy. So just to enroll, that is for free, you will need a code, and the code will be this one. Sorry, the code will be, I'm writing my full name. So right, my code is DA Live. DA. Okay, and we have an Ask a Doubt feature on the app. You click on Ask a Doubt, submit your question, the screenshot, a clear screenshot, and you will get the answer very quickly. People are getting even in 10 seconds, within 5 minutes, 10 minutes at max. So you get your answer very quickly here. Now, let us get started with the grammar and English usage as well as grammar. So, yeah, the very first tool we are going to learn today are modifier placement. Now, what is a modifier, students? So, modifier, just give me a second. So, modifiers are the words or phrases that describe something. Now, describe something as in describes a noun most probably. Noun is like person, place, thing, animal, and all those things. So, the rule is, see, this is a definition and this is the rule of modifier. Modifier placement refers to the fact that modifier as in information or description, must appear next to its subject they logically describe. Now, what do I mean by this statement? For example, let's read this example. For example, let's read this sentence. Running for safety, the dragon chased the fleeing townspeople. So, if you read this sentence, not just grammatically but also logically or with meaning as well, what you will observe is running for safety. Now, who is running for safety? Dragon or townspeople? Yes, students, who is running for safety according to you? Of course, townspeople, right? So, right. So, townspeople and this information should be next to each other, just like in next sentence. That's why this one's correct and this one's wrong. The correct sentence will be running for safety. Townspeople fled from the chasing dragon. Perfect. Yeah. Now, similarly, you should try to correct these sentences. Wagging its tail, Allison was greeted by the puppy. So read this carefully. Who's wagging the tail? Allison or puppy? So that will be puppy. So your correct sentence will be puppy greeted Allison. Correct? The actor used makeup, a man in his early 30s, to appear older for his recent role. So, who is in early 30s? Makeup or actor? Actor. So, this information should be next to here. So, the correct sentence should be somewhere like something like, I'll just write the complete sentence. The actor, comma, a man in his early 30s, comma, used makeup makeup to appear older for his recent role recent role, right? Then the way it is, so the subject and its information, this is the information, should always be next to each other, right? Appear directly next to it. That's the rule, right? I hope you have got the point now. Let's do third statement. The stadium was renovated in 2015 where the football team plays. So where does that football team play? Near or in the stadium. So this should be next to this. The stadium where the football team plays, comma, was renovated. So this part of the sentence need to be after this, and then this will come in this place. Correct? Right. Now let's get started with this question carefully. Select the right option. See for yourself which is your right answer, and then we will discuss it. So the giraffes sleep for only 30 minutes each day, often in tall, graceful intervals of just a few minutes. So these two words, tall and graceful, can we use it for intervals? Or let's see, can we use them for giraffes? Right, tall and graceful. Here, let's see, tall and graceful is for 30 minutes and tall and graceful is for day. What do you think we can use this for? We can of course use tall and graceful for a human being or for giraffes that they are tall or they are graceful, right? It cannot be used for any kind of time, right? So B will be the correct answer. Let's check. Yeah, it is the correct answer. Very well, everyone. Well done. Now let's move to next question. Read this carefully. Try to answer. Guess what's your answer for like few seconds. Those who will be watching later, not watching live, can pause for like few seconds. Once you have the answer, right, we will continue. So the ocean, a sea slug, contains the blue dragon nudibranch with steel stinging cells from its prey. So ocean is not sea slug, right? ब्लैक ड्रैगन न्यूट्रीब्रंच दिस इज अ सी ये क्या है ये एक फिश है या एक सी स्लग है या एक ये वेल है या ये क्या है राइट यू हैव टू बेसिकली डिस्क्राइब दैट सो वी विल बी सेइंग द ओशन कंटेन्स अ ब्लू ड्रैगन न्यूट्रीब्रंच व्हाट इज दिस इट्स अ सी स्लग क्या करता है इट स्टील स्टिंगिंग सेल्स फ्रॉम इट्स प्रे परफेक्ट वी कैनॉट से stinging cells are sea slugs. Stinging cells are not sea slugs. So this is wrong here. Wrong placement of modifier as well as subject. And here we are seeing ocean with steel stinging cells. Ocean doesn't steal stinging cells. It is the sea slug that steals. Correct? It is the sea slug that steals the cells or stinging cells. Perfect. Now, next question. Read this carefully. I'll give you a small hint before you go. You just have to figure out who is newborn here. Parents, children, animal, or its mother maybe. Right? Read carefully, have your answer, and then we will discuss. Right, you're right there, majority of you. So when parents or children find a newborn animal को एक नया छोटा सा एनिमल मिलता है बाहर stranded without its mother अपने मॉम के बिना मदर के बिना तो they bring it home to take care of it है ना it makes sense see it cannot be newborn children एक newborn child है बिल्कुल अभी 1 month 2 months वो कैसे बाहर जाएगा उसको समझेगा अच्छा अच्छा ये तो छोटा सा एनिमल इसको घर लेके आते हैं and it is stranded without its mother no it has to be a children it has to be 1 to 2 year old at least to have and to understand this. A newborn has to be only with this animal and not with newborn mother or newborn uh, parents for that matter, isn't it? So, newborn animal. So, B will be the correct answer, right? Perfect, yes. So let me just tell you something again, students. If you want to learn more grammar from 1st June, people who are new joinees who are planning to crack CAT this year as well as planning for 2022 as well, we are starting a batch for them, a course from them of VRC from basic to advanced. We'll be starting from scratch daily at 7 p.m. So you can join that, and to join that, you can use this code for a 10% discount, right? So you just have to log into Unacademy app, go to subscriptions, go for your 1 year if you're going for this year. If you're going for 6 months, let's say, like you're just planning to crack that, go for 6 months, you'll get approximately 1 month additional validity. Or if you're going for next year 22, you'll have to go for 2 year subscription, and you will get a 10% discount if you use my code. And I'll be your mentor as well. Not just I'll take your class, but also help you, guide you how you have to go about it. So let me know if you have used my code. Then you will be basically you will be under me, and I'll be your mentor. Okay, now next question. Students who fluently learn to speak a second language receive special honors when they're granted high school diplomas. Now see the position of fluently everywhere and figure out which one's correct. Figure out which one is correct. So fluently granted or granted fluently is 100% wrong. Fluently is always for speaking. I speak this language fluently. I speak English fluently, right? Or not fluently speak. Ly words should always be later. I walk slowly. I cannot say I slowly walk. You slowly speak. No, you speak slowly. Right? Ly word should always be after their verbs. This is the verb ये उसके बाद में आएगा. To speak fluently. So of course C will be the correct answer. That's right. Now next question. Okay, again, modifiers, you must remember the subject and its information must be next to each other. So although Felix did his best to train them as postal workers, who did he train? Who? Deliveries or who? So figure out your answer and I'll let you know the answer in next 5 seconds. Right, so he trained cats. He cannot train deliveries, mail or orders. Now let's talk about verb tense and mood, everyone. So new rule. So what are verbs first of all? Verbs describe an action like teaching, playing, listening. You're listening to me right now, writing, uh, right, singing. All these verbs or actions are known as verbs. Now we use verbs in different forms, like in I ran, I was running, ing form, or I'm contributing here, I contributed there, ed form. So which form of verb should we use, tense we should use, and when? To understand that, we will be learning this rule. I run to the lake each day means a regular thing. I ran to the lake yesterday means past. An action which is completed and happened yesterday may not happen every day. Now, there are mainly three tenses, past, present, and future, which are further divided into four each. So, total there are 12 tenses: simple past, past perfect, past progressive, or some people also call it continuous. Right? Past continuous and past perfect progressive. Similarly, simple present, present perfect, present progressive, and present perfect progressive. And the last but not the least, future simple future, future perfect, future progressive, and future perfect progressive. Now, I ran. I ran is used for simple past when your action is completely done and dusted. So that will be simple past. You say I run for present tense, not only for present tense, for a daily action. Like I teach every day. So I teach. You study. That happens every day. So you can use it for general truth as well. I will run is for future, like I will run in the evening or I will run tomorrow. I will do this tomorrow, right? So for future statements. I had run. Now you use I had run when you have two past actions like I had done this बिफोर यू आस्ट मतलब मैंने वो काम कंप्लीट कर लिया था और फिर जब आपने पूछा तो वो काम कंप्लीट हो चुका था. देयर वर टू पास्ट एक्शंस. आई विल गिव यू वन मोर एग्जांपल ऑफ आई हैड. इफ आई से आई no, the train had left when I reached reached the station. Right? So train had left is first past and I reached the station is second past. First past always takes had and second past should always be in simple past. Please remember this everyone. So had comes when the two past and it will come with the first past. Always remember this. I have run. When your action is completed in the past, definitely, but effects are there when you have effects in the present. For example, you did some, I gave you some homework yesterday and I told you please let me know when you finish it. So although you've done your homework yesterday, it's past now. But today you will say, I have done the homework, because you want to inform it to me after doing the homework, you want to discuss some doubts from it. So the effect of your past action is still continuing. You will use I have. Right? I will have, of course, these will be for I will have done something. This is a future prediction. You know, you must have completed in the past. A future action you must have completed in the past, right? Completed in the future, sorry. Completed in the future. And this will be continued, continuous in the future. So, by this time next year, I will have been admitted in a good B school, right? In a good college. Or by this time I will have, sorry, this will be continuous. By this time I will have been studying in a good B school. I will be running, basically again you feel for your future continuous tense. Now, if we talk about past continuous, again, these are simple to understand. I feel the major confusion people find if I tell you this is an action you know will be continued in the future. Again, same. So, the major places where students find issues, according to me, what I have observed is this one, this one, this one, and this one. If you're clear between these three or four, like how to use, where to use, you are very well, like, understood the tenses. You don't have to know many more rules and complicate things. The tense is less about rules and more about understanding and reading the sentence carefully. Having said that, as I said, of course there are few things I've told you, but whenever you get a tense question, everyone, always try to read the sentence carefully and then solve. In order to explain this, let us solve these two questions first of all. Read this carefully and tell me, which tense do we need instead of were occurring? क्या हम दूसरा use करें? So for that you have to read the sentence entirely and see what other tense is being followed. You're right there. So the tense which is followed here is present tense, right? बाकी part में क्या है? Present tense. तो आपको यहाँ पे भी क्या चाहिए? Occurs. Right? Before the museum closed permanently, it faced financial challenges. Closed, faced, so that included past tense again, right? So how do we figure out the tenses? Not really by rules, but by simply reading the overall sentence carefully. It's the reading actually which you need for 99% of tense related questions. Now, based on what we have learnt about tenses, let us try to solve few questions to check where do we stand in our tense understanding, and how much more we need to work harder or revise, right, in terms of tenses. If you need any session on certain topic, please don't forget to type below in the comment box so that we can make that video for you. That session, we can bring that session for you and the topic. And also, if you want to take part in these, like with answers, synonyms, and everything, we would love to read your comments. So, before our conversation yesterday, before our conversation, so this conversation happened yesterday, past. उसके पहले, before that, Paul has never heard. तो past के पहले जो past हुआ है उसमें क्या आएगा, कैसे होगा? So read this carefully and let me know. Right. So when there are two pasts, the first past takes had, so the answer should be B. What is brouhaha? So brouhaha, something, for example, if you crack CAT with 100 percentile, you get IIM Ahmedabad, right? You crack your dream, and then after your interview or after you get a call, you inform your family, and how would they react? Right? There will be a very overexcited, loud reaction, right? A very happy, loud reaction, and that will be brouhaha. Right? I think now you will not forget this word, and you would try your best to use this word in your life, like in real life practically, rather than just in sentences, है ना? So you will be victorious, and some people will do brouhaha for you. Okay. Now, this question, read it carefully. Let me know which tense do we need to follow, and I'll show you the answer after 5 to 10 seconds. Right. Ellen DeGeneres, who had her first major debut in 1986. All of us know Ellen DeGeneres. We are talking, of course, who had her first debut in 1986, recently launched a new lifestyle brand. So a recent past has to be simple past, not was or has or is or anything else. Now, before we go ahead, students, again, if you want to join my plus courses, which is still continuous, like today also it's 8 p.m. But from 1st June, we are starting from basics. So if you want to start from basics and crack CAT this year, as well as if you started preparing for 2022 as well, right? So for new students of 21 as well as new students of 2022, if you start from basics to advanced, you don't have to look anywhere else. कि कहाँ से course शुरू करें, क्या करें? No, you have to simply use my code to join plus. Just inform me, right? Inform me. You can contact me through Telegram. My channel is Verbal Aptitude. तो वहाँ पे आप मुझे बता सकते हो. I'll be your mentor after you use my code, and I will guide you not only for VRC but also recommend you right teachers for QA, DL. आप क्या कर सकते हो, कौन से fresh patches हैं, and how you need to take tests, right? On what, like basically in what intervals of time. So I will like give you a complete guidance. So just drop me a message in my channel that ma'am, I've used your code. Let me know when are you free to guide me to start my journey for that. So you will get the response within the same day, and the guidance will complete on the same day. Okay, now read this sentence carefully, everyone, and let me know which word will fit here. So the word invention is singular, right? And also if you read overall question, it's more on the past tense, right? More on the past tense, so was, not would be or passive voice or anything, right? We need was, and which will be this one, not were or anything else. Okay, now next, which tense do we need? Read the sentence and let me know your answer in the comments before I show you the answer and we'll discuss. The people who will be watching later can pause it for a while, guess the answer, and then see if you're correct or not. And if you need much more practice of grammar, vocabulary, critical reasoning, reading comprehension, don't forget to join my batches starting from 1st June at 7 p.m. and 3 p.m. 3 p.m. is only for, I would say, 2021, a slightly medium to advanced level, so this is on you. But 7 p.m. is from start to advanced, extremely start to advanced. So this is something you must join, and this based on your comfort level. I would love you to try. I would love that you try both the batches, but stick to this batch. And then if you think you can handle advanced or medium level questions, you can do both. Both will be for 1 hour each. So you will get to learn bite-sized pieces. They will be not very long or boring sessions. We'll try to keep it interesting. You will get to learn maximum within 1 hour, and then again we'll meet. So we'll meet twice for different topics. Topics will not be common in both the batches. They will be different, so that if anybody is coming in both the batches, they are getting to learn something. Also the break, if you see 3 p.m. 7 p.m. के बीच में break हमने काफी अच्छा रखा है, so that you can revise things. You can ask your doubts in between before starting next session. You can attend other sessions of maths, DLR, etc., or you can simply take rest. Okay, so now here if you see, we are following uh, a simple present tense. So of course this will be correct rather than past or future, right? Students, okay. So yes, is correct. Now, thank you everyone. Looking forward to meeting you soon. Now, right, I will be giving you some 30 and what is this? Okay, so we will be doing uh, just give me a second. All right. Yeah, so we were here. Now here, okay, sorry, one more question. I think we are not going as soon as such. I thought it's over because I saw thank you. So let's read this question as well, and after that we'll see. So we'll do one more concept and then we'll finish. For more concept, as I said, please meet me in my special classes. You can use DA Live as an invite code or right for plus sessions. So here the answer is does not own, option B. Um, It is a surprise that the American rapper Vanilla Ice does not own a personal ice cream brand. Does not own a personal ice cream brand. Perfect present tense. Okay, now pronoun clarity. What is pronoun clarity? Pronoun clarity is the idea that a pronoun must clearly refer to a logical antecedent. Antecedent is a subject. If it is, for example, Ram or Shyam, it should be he. It cannot be they, right? If it is Mary, it has to be she. It cannot be again they or anything else. So let's see an example. One difference between apples and oranges is that they have a peel. Who have a peel? We need to specify, right? Who are we talking about? So oranges have a peel or something. You have to specify. I'll give you one more sentence. If I say, um, John and Mary, Sam and John went to a restaurant and he did not like the food. So who? Sam did not like the food or John did not like the food? You have to specify. So the correct sentence will be Sam and John went to a restaurant and John did not like the food. Right? Let's solve few examples here. Alice and Mary couldn't find her. Her means whose. We need to repeat some name here, either Alice's or Mary's. For example, Alice's tennis racket. When the school baseball team won, their parents threw a party to celebrate. So when the school baseball team won, team is always singular. Everyone. Collective nouns are so it's parents, right? Threw a party to celebrate. When Anna set the vase down on the glass table, it shattered. What's shattered? Glass table or the vase? You have to specify here, right? You have to specify here who. So you can say maybe the vase shattered or maybe glass table shattered. Uh, pronoun clarity is all about giving the clear sentence no matter which subject you're using. It will all depend on the context, of course. Now, the underlined portion is will be unclear or maybe incorrect. You have to choose the correct option to correct it. So, read it carefully. There are two people, Paula and Mildred. So, what will be correct? Read the sentence carefully. I'll show you the answer after 5 or 10 seconds. Long question, long sentence to read. So, I'll give you some more time. Right. So Paula and Mildred laughed it off when they both showed up at the office Halloween party as the villainous Queen of Snows from the favorite video game series. However, she told her family that her costume had been more accurate. So who told? We need to specify the names. So only one name is in the option, that is Paula. So of course D will be correct. Yeah. Now, this read this question and tell me what should come in place of he. Cameron and his half brother looked very different. He had much higher cheekbones. Who? Either Cameron or his half brother. So one, they look different, so one of them has higher cheekbones. So go through the options, write your answer. So we need to specify, so we can say Cameron. Although vacuuming and skydiving burn an equal number of calories, or vacuum करो या skydive करो, almost same number of calories हैं, it is arguably more fun. What is arguably more fun? Very clearly skydiving, right? Again, some people can say why not vacuuming, but we'll go with majority. So skydiving is much more fun. Read it carefully. Let me know your answer in the chat box below, and then you will get the answer in 10 seconds. The yellow duck and the black duck, they dove deep into the dark water and one did not come up with a fish. So it's very clearly specified one of them, that is yellow duck. So there's no need to change. Next question, of the two brothers, he is more conservative. Who is more conservative? Again, pronoun clarity is all about specification. Specify, make it clear as much as possible. So which option helps you make this optional sentence very clear? It's obviously option D, Fred, because it has a name. So try to use names, nouns more rather than pronouns to have pronoun clarity. especially when there are multiple subjects, two or more than two. If there's one subject, of course you can use he, she, and that's it. But if there are too many, तो आप specify करो क्या है, वही सही way है. ठीक है. Now let's understand one more rule for today. Non-essential parenthetical sentence. A non-essential means if you remove that part from the sentence, it will still be fine. Like it won't make any difference. Like this part here, between commas in bold, is known as non-essential part. Non-essential element. Whereas rest of the sentence, if I have to tell you, just give me a second. Like NASCAR drivers and lose between 5 and 10 pounds. ये क्या होगा? ये होगा parenthetical element. Right? Non-essential, this will be parenthetical element. Right, okay. So non-essential elements are descriptive words, phrases, or clauses that aren't necessary for the sentences to make sense. Right? If even if you remove this part, students, NASCAR drivers lose between 5 and 10 pounds during each race. तो ठीक है, इसके बिना भी अपना काम चल गया. So ये non-essential हुआ और ये parenthetical. So I think you got an idea. Now when you separate a non-essential, so यहाँ पे देखो comma से है. So when you separate a non-essential part from the overall sentence, आपको beginning और end में punctuation डालना है. It can be mostly a comma, but आप दूसरे punctuation भी डाल सकते हो, but it should be same, right? Like you can put a bracket, but bracket फिर last में bracket होना चाहिए वैसे. So more commonly referred to as northern lights, the aurora borealis is much better known than its southern equivalent, the aurora australis. So this is of course an incorrect example. The correct sentence will be this one. The aurora borealis, right? Aurora borealis is much better known than its southern equivalent, the aurora australis, more commonly referred to as the northern lights. Right? Also, like you can separate a non-essential element three ways: by commas, ठीक है, by dashes और brackets. Dashes, commas और brackets. है किसी भी चीज़ से अगर जो starting में है वो end में होना चाहिए. It must match, students. Now let us again solve this question. The sandhill crane, a large bird native to North America, has the longest fossil history of any extant bird at 10 million years. The sandhill crane, comma, a large native bird native to North America, comma is there, and the rest of the sentence is correct. So this part, which is non-essential, must be divided by something. Since there was a comma, I put comma only and not anything else. अब देखो यहाँ पे डैश ऑलरेडी, ये आपका नॉन एसेंशियल पार्ट है, तो यहाँ पे भी हमको डैश ही चाहिए, है ना. यस. So everyone, please use this code to join my plus sessions where we'll be doing all these grammar rules in much more detail. Now let's get started with some questions based on this. Read it carefully and we will then, right, I'll tell then give you the correct answer. Vertigo in addition to peak. See, if you see, there is a comma after condition. So, Vertigo is the title of a famous Hitchcock film. So, Vertigo, comma, right? Vertigo, comma, in addition to a medical, being a medical condition, it's also a title of a movie. So, of course, C, correct. Now, solve the Hawaii question. Do you think it's correct? Yes. Hawaii is the only American state that was once a kingdom. It makes complete sense. So my parent sentence, sentence is absolutely fine. The rest of the part will be known as non-essential, that is between commas. If you keep it or remove it, won't make any difference to my overall meaning of the sentence or to the sentence. Now, next question, like fingerprints. Where do you think we need to put a comma or punctuation? We are comparing your fingerprints with tongue prints. Right? So, like fingerprints, comma, tongue prints. Located in Richmond, California, the Rosie, the Riveter, this home front. So when you're describing something located in Richmond, what, California? Again, we need a comma. So option C, we need a comma after California as well. Now golden finch chicks. Now see one problem here. This part is non-essential for sure, but here we have dash, here we have bracket. That's wrong. Either bracket, bracket or dash, dash. Now only this part we can correct. We cannot do anything to this part. यहाँ पे underline ही underline यहाँ पे, तो अगर यहाँ bracket है तो यहाँ पे भी bracket ही रखना पड़ेगा, तो option C होगा. आप समझ रहे हो? You can use a dash to separate a non-essential part. आप देखो dash से separate कर सकते हो, आप comma से कर सकते हो, या आप ब्रैकेट से कर सकते हो, पर जो स्टार्टिंग में होगा वही एंड में होना चाहिए. सो कुछ भी मैच होना चाहिए, कुछ भी रैंडम नहीं होना चाहिए. सो दैट विल बी करेक्ट. So everyone, one final announcement. We will be, if anybody is already a plus class student who is watching this video right now, meet me at 8 p.m. for the session. And those who are new students, meet me from 1st June for 7 p.m. and 3 p.m. 7 p.m. for from start to end basic to advanced level, and 3 p.m. will be advanced level practice session. ठीक है, ये आपके 2021 स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, एज वेल 2022 के लिए. दिस इज ओनली फॉर 2021 स्टूडेंट दिस बैच. You can use my code DLI for 10% discount. You can join my Telegram channel by the name Verbal Aptitude to directly chat with me, to directly ask me questions. Thank you everyone. Looking forward to meeting you and presenting many more sessions, grammar sessions, vocabulary sessions. और हम इसमें 7 PM 3 PM में critical reasoning, RC बहुत कुछ करने वाले हैं. तो डिटेल से अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए जल्दी से ज्वाइन कर लो और मुझे बताओ कि मैम मैंने ज्वाइन कर लिया है, ताकि मैं आपको थोड़ा मेंटोरिंग कर पाऊँ, थोड़ा दिखा पाऊँ कैसे हाउ टू गो अबाउट एन अकेडमी है. बिकॉज इवन व्हेन यू एंटर, आपको लेटेस्ट बैचेस क्या है, आपको थोड़े से क्वेश्चंस होंगे, तो आप अगर मेरा कोड यूज़ करो तो आई विल बी योर मेंटर देन. ओके, थैंक यू एवरीवन, हैव अ नाइस डे. Meeting you very soon. Right, let's meet you very soon.